No. Okay, so we're gonna kick it off with our top three arcs.
Yes, sir.
And as you know, we go bottom to top. So with your number three, we can start with you, 12. What you got?
Cool. With me starting off in our top three arcs. Top three arcs. We starting off at Amazon. It's like a hybrid for me. So
Okay.
Amazon Lily / the Marine Ford arc.
Oh,
So yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right, let's get it.
so starting off, I'm throwing Amazon Lily inside here. Not of all time. I'm throwing Amazon Lily inside here for the simple fact that this opened up the light for the comedy side of One Piece.
Okay. Man.
Won't say what, but you will see it if you're watching it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Amazon Lily arc, man, watching that is probably had me in the most tears when it comes to laughter because of just how joyful and carefree Luffy was around, females. Luffy being who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a hybrid with Marine Ford because I think both arcs played a big factor into like the development of Luffy. One was after the other, of course, with the Kuja pirates capturing and doing all of this stuff, and Luffy being a prisoner and showing his dick. But with everything going on inside here, it was just like we couldn't miss the fact that Luffy grew up.
Yeah, we're not gonna speed past it like you didn't say it. We definitely heard it, but you can continue.
So, but from that arc, Amazon Lily and Marine Ford, because how close they are together, I couldn't leave them off. Two different arcs.
Okay.
One, we got to see the end of probably one of the strongest men to ever walk the earth, and also one of the most the son of the most dangerous man to probably walk the earth. Yeah, probably call it the most dangerous. And of course, we got your girl Hancock to show.
Funny as hell, yeah. You talking about Amazon Lily before Marine 4 or after?
So Amazon Lily before when he was doing his before when he was there running around and just exploring the island, getting caught, jumping around,
Okay.
getting mushrooms picked off him and getting his mushroom picked. But but also the part after it really wasn't too much that I could lean on, but it was definitely before and after.
Okay. That's the specific reason I was asking, only because for my number three, I have Impel Down Marine Ford.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm literally in the middle of a rewatch of that right now. So maybe my list that could be a bit skewed. But you have it on your list as well, so maybe it's not. Maybe my heart is in the right place because I'm rewatching it. And I really want to get back to watching it like I haven't already seen it before. Like I'm that into it again. But seeing just Luffy knowing from the jump, I'm going to say all the stuff that's going on with Ace is like, hey, I gotta save Ace. From him, no matter what anybody was saying, when he breaks into the most secure prison in the world.
First off,
the most secure prison in the world, broke in to save his brother. I mean, bro, just on a whole nother level. Broke in to break out, a whole nother level type shit.
We all know Luffy couldn't be black because when no black nigga go inside jail and break into jail.
Funny as hell.
My brother? No, I'm good. I ain't going back.
Said, nah, that's my dog, man. So with him going, all the stuff that he faced, having to fight Magellan, getting poisoned, to meeting up with Ivankov, to Bone having to basically like drag him all the way to Ivankov, and then all that he went through to basically be able to fight again and move again because of all the poison and whatnot, which pays off way later on for him.
Hey, man.
It pays off. But yeah, with him, just all the struggles that he faced in the prison to get to his brother, to find out, damn, I'm too late to get to him. To him meeting Jinbei for the first time, my dog. Forming a relationship with him, them breaking out the prison, all they had to do to get out of there, then to the war, which I'm at right now, but all of the stuff that went on in the war, really, really getting to see the strength of the world government.
Yep.
The seven warlords of the sea, but at that point they had five there because it was Blackbeard had left and Jinbei got locked up, obviously. Got locked up, obviously, because he was against the war.
Actually, Blackbeard showed back up.
Not, it don't count because he wasn't on their side, right? He was just using them ends to a means.
Neither was Boa Hancock. She was on nobody's side but Luffy's.
Luffy's, facts. That is true. That is definitely true. Facts. No, but then seeing the three admirals I believe for the first time with
all
them
fight
just
together,
all lined up, now sitting on the chair. To the iconic scene with Luffy getting up there holding a mask in front of all three of them, like to him finally, getting up there, getting his brother out, to being able to see him fight with him, although it's a tragic ending. I won't get too much into that for people who haven't seen it. Well, there you go. There you go. He dies. But yeah, it was really it was really good. I kind of wanted to see the crew, would have wondered what would have happened if the crew had been with him, but seeing him on his own, kind of on his own journey, forming, not necessarily away from the crew, but how he forms the relationships that kind of help pay off way later down the line as that Oda, great GOAT storyteller, man.
Yeah.
It just all works out, man. So that's definitely my third as well.
I wanna go back to something you said though. So if they were all there, the whole crew, if that would have played out, I see at least half of them dying.
Okay.
Which
they weren't ready for it yet.
Yeah. So like. Either Zoro or Sanji would definitely die. That's one of the ones that I think would die for sure. Okay. It's one or the other would definitely die because it's going to be them trying to overprotect and then end up dying from that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
trying to say somebody.
They
weren't ready for that shit. That's why they got split up before it, which makes sense.
Yeah. So and then the most iconic scene from. Not the most iconic, because the most iconic scene from that was definitely Luffy and.
You gonna say them fighting together?
Yeah, them fighting together. Yeah, but
I feel that.
Like it would have been really cool to see if like that happened though. But my biggest what if is still what if Sabo got his memory back just a little bit earlier. That's my whole
man.
Team ASL.
Yeah. Funny as hell.
But that's a good one right there. I'm gonna go into number 2, and I think I'm gonna add it here, even though it's not completed yet. And it's the Wano arc.
Oh well.
Number 2 was definitely Wano arc for me because of just what we get to see, the actual growth of the characters. Now that we're out of Marineford, out of Sabaody, out of Arlong Park, we're out of a lot of different arcs that came up, and them building up to where they are now kind of shows the resilience and the training that Odin wrote that had them all pay off. Going through with that is like I'm really excited to this arc to be completed inside the animation form, completed inside of the manga form, but the animation, and I really want to see how this goes, just to see just truly how powerful each character is and how much they've grown. We've seen a good amount so far though. Like watching, I'm even gonna add DS Drake inside here. So Drake, Hawkins, Apu, seeing them all come back inside there is like, man, that's pretty dope. And just seeing that like the Straw Hats aren't the only one getting more powerful. You got the Kid Pirates, the Heart Pirates. Man, like this arc has it all. I wanted the only arc I would put over this arc if it was something like outside of my number one would have to be Whole Cake. If Whole Cake took a different turn, if they were to actually get down with Big Mom, and now that they are, like I'm rocking with this arc heavily.
I feel it. With my number two, I have Dressrosa.
Ooh.
Said I just from seeing what you think is a kind of magical, beautiful place with people living hand in hand with toys and all that kind of stuff. To people cheering for fighters and whatnot in the arena, and then you see the real underside of the country, what's really, when you really start to find out what's really going on when you meet the soldier and everything. It's like, oh man, okay, this is kind of deep. And then you get into all the stuff with Doflamingo's background and how he's related to the Celestial Dragons, how he knows information that he, got in there and saw something, and he knows it to be able to hold it hostage against them so that they can't even do anything to him. It's just like, man, it's so much that goes on during it. It's a real emotional arc with Rebecca and her father and her mother and everything that happened with the king, and how everybody thinks the king was a murderer and betrayed the kingdom, and it's just all a part of Doflamingo's plan, which is why he's one of my favorite villains, because he's calculating about everything that he does. But then you see Luffy coming in and just like, hey, no, bro, you ain't finna keep doing this shit. You know what I mean? And he comes in, the fight is really what seals everything for me with him and Law teaming up. You see Bellamy come back, which was great. Which was definitely great. Him teaming up, Luffy and Law teaming up to take down Doflamingo was one of my favorite fights. As I talked about, what was it? I guess last week. Was definitely one of my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite fights. So I mean, that arc just overall legit.
Plus, that arc brings back Sabo.
Man. How could I not mention that, right? How could I forget to mention that? Right. With Luffy and the hug and
the tears, the giant core fish that he was in as he ran away and pretended.
And then Sabo gets the Ace's fruit, devil fruit, and everything. Yeah, it's real. It's a real emotional arc.
That arc had me crying, bro.
Man, no, it was a real emotional arc.
Oh man, I wouldn't trade that arc for anything in the world.
Man,
Oda did that on purpose, where he hurt my feelings and then raised them right back up. I got a picture sitting right here on my wall of Ace, Sabo, and Luffy as kids, and then up until they're adults. And in the middle of Sabo and Ace is the flame fruit.
Okay.
So yeah, man. Arc was something else. You guys don't know. I had to pull up.
Funny, that's it.
People don't want that smoke, man. They don't want that smoke with me yet, man. Still training to be the best swordsman inside the USA, North America. I'm from the North Blue.
Hell no.
But let's jump right into that number one arc. If you guys know me, you would know that I have a connection to this arc a lot because I talk about it so much outside of this, and on top of this, this arc is just downright downright setupable for the entire future. But before we get into that, Law, we have a question inside the chat. Chat, the question says, off topic, who do you guys think is the strongest anime character of all time?
I have no clue, man. Because I know everybody gonna say Goku.
No, I'm going One Punch Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what everybody say on Facebook. Goku. Goku solos the verse. Goku solos the verse. I don't really even get into all of that, because different strengths and different different abilities and all that other kind of stuff. So I don't even, I don't get into all that. I just like them I have favorite characters, put it like that, and
Goku's that's your favorite.
Yeah, he is not one of my favorite characters, no. As you can see from the back, Vegeta, that's my dog. That's my guy.
Good question, though, man. Good question. You guys are definitely free to always.
No, definitely a good question. I just that's too hard of a question for me to answer because I don't really get into all of that kind of.
Fuck it, the Flash.
Funny as hell. No, I am dead.
You go back in time and do some shit. Can Goku go back in time? No. Actually, you can't. But to get back to it, my number one arc. Number one arc for me is going to be probably the most slept on arc and the most skipped arc I think over, and it's the Skypiea arc. Yeah, off back like. Skypiea arc comes in at my number one only because it wasn't number one originally. Originally it was Dressrosa, but I took Dressrosa down a few pegs, probably 5 pegs. But this arc comes in and it's a segue for a lot of things that Oda talks about inside the future. Plus, you get to go up there and only see my favorite villain up there, and Nail and Lightning. The Guru no Me guy, and man, I'm already knowing that this would not be the last time that we see the Sky Island people. Pretty sure they're gonna come down soon, and it embodies the biggest party that they've had up until we get to a certain point next time they could get party, of course. But this is probably the biggest party that they've had, which shows just how free as of a person Luffy is. And a segue, this arc also sets up something else that I cannot talk about.
Yeah, I was going to say, watch what you say.
It sets up something that I cannot talk about. But if you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know, you know. I don't, so we're gonna leave it at that.
Not ruin those spoilers inside here. And this is the anime only.
I appreciate that.
Up to you, man. Let's finish this list off. Finish lift off strong.
All right, for me, even though it is not complete, as you have said. For your number 2, it is my number 1. I simply could not have this as number 1. It's set. I mean, it's just set up so early in the New World arc. When basically, as soon as you get past as soon as you get past Fishman Island, it's continual setup for this arc right here. So it's like, bro, I can't not have it as number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so much longer than just the actual episodes of just Wano. It sets up so much further back, from Punk Hazard meeting Law to setting up that alliance, to taking down Doflamingo for getting rid of the Smiles and what that does to the underground weapon system and all that kind of stuff, the black market deals and all of that.
Yep.
To meeting Kinemon and Momonosuke and bitch ass Kanjuro and Riser, to getting all the way up to Wano, to everybody, kind of basically like splitting up. Well, not necessarily splitting up. Some people got there earlier, some people got there later, to finding each other, to where we are now and the fighting and all of that, it's just like, man, it's amazing, bro. It's hard not to.
Yeah.
You can't not have it on your list somewhere. It doesn't have to necessarily be number one, but it has to be up there because it's just so much that goes into it that it's not just those episodes or those chapters. If you reading it, it's so much longer than that. And for me, I have even more questions, especially after this previous week's episode, because I definitely thought at some point on the roof is when fucking Luffy ass was gonna go Gear 5, but clearly that's not gonna happen because he just got his motherfucking ass knocked off the roof and into the water. So I have no clue. You know what I mean? I have so many questions. Like I'm really excited to see what's going to happen because I have no idea. I haven't read it, so
we can't even talk about the shit.
Exactly. Each week, each episode is just like, man, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Wano is just, it's like that, man. I'm trying to tell you guys, you got to get into it and take that trip. Is worth it. I'm telling you, man. It is worth it, man.
That 1,030 episode trip,
33, I think, something like that.
Shit.
It's worth it.
Wano would be number one. It would be number one if it was completed. I'm only putting it not a number one for the simple fact that it's not finished anime wise. Manga arcs, oh yeah, we gone. Run it.
Hell no.